Hey guys, my name is Karika and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a chit chat, get ready with me. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. I haven't really updated you guys on things that's happened. For some reason, I have a bad thing where I just assume that everyone here follows me on social media, which is not the case, because some people, you know, they're just here from YouTube and they subscribe and they're not on my Facebook or Instagram or whatever. So I need to do a better job at updating you guys about different life changes that's going on, just so that we're all in the group and we can continue to be a nice little family that communicates with each other. So as you guys can see, I already did my eyebrows off camera. I'm also drinking a glass of wine. If you see me pulling this out, you know, I'm just going to be in a little mood. I'm going to talk today. I put some things on my phone of things that I want to talk about so that I don't forget. And let me pull that up. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about, and of course I'm going to be doing my makeup while doing this video, and I will show you guys the products that I'm using. So first I'm just going to, why can't I talk today? I'm going to go ahead and put this concealer on my eyes so that I can prep for eyeshadow. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about, I don't think that I ever mentioned it on my channel that I did get married. So I did get married back in September 12th, and we had a small ceremony in our backyard. So as you guys know, the first wedding that we had, which was supposed to be in May, was canceled during COVID. And when that wedding was canceled, once we got wind that we had to reschedule it, we did say, like, you know, because we rescheduled it for August. We said together, we were like, you know, if August doesn't work out, then at that point we'll just like go to the courthouse and do a small ceremony there, and then continue, then, you know, still have our big wedding where we have all our guests, you know, at our venue and everything in 2021. So that was going to be the plan if August did not happen. And because of COVID, August did not happen. So we started to look into doing the ceremony in the courthouse, but because of COVID, they were not doing that at the time. You were only able to get your marriage certificate, and you would have to find your own ordained minister and do it somewhere else, because they were not doing anything in the courthouse during that time. So that's what we ended up doing. So we had a nice ceremony in our backyard with like 10 people there. It was just immediate family. It was really, really nice. I really enjoyed the wedding. And yeah, so I never told you guys that I officially got married. So I did get married. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking this Hip Dot palette. This is just the Note palette. So this palette is so pretty. Let me show you guys. This is the palette. And I want to do like a different look for like New Year's Eve. So that's why I'm using this colorful palette. And I honestly don't know what kind of look I'm going to go for, but I'm just going to play around with these colors and we're going to figure something out. So yeah, like I said, we got married. And right now I'm going through the process of legally changing my last name. So because of like right now my YouTube channel is Karika Lambert, and Lambert is no longer going to be my last name. And because my channel is still very small, you know, it's easier for me to make those kind of changes. But I decided that I'm just going to like do like a whole rebrand of my entire channel. I forget how hard doing chit chats and doing your makeup is, like, because you got to focus on so many different things at once. So what I basically want to do is I'm going to change my YouTube name. Right now it's just, like I said, Karika Lambert, but I do want to change it to just my middle name, my first and my middle name, which is Shantae. So I'm going to change my channel. I'm going to change everything on my social media to just Karika Shantae. That way it's going to be easier for me to keep everything the same, and I don't have to, you know, tell people all these different usernames to follow me on. So everything started in 2021 and it's going to be Karika Shantae. Also, I'm going to do some changing to my makeup room. Like right now I just use like a backdrop with like different fabrics that you can get from like Joann's. That's where all of my fabrics are from. But I no longer want to do the backdrop type of thing. I may do it here and there depending on the video that I'm doing, but I just want to have a nice clean background with, like, you know, something cute in the back, because that's just the kind of mood that I'm putting myself in. Like, that's just what I want to do. I don't want to do the backdrops anymore. I'd rather just have something in the back that's just nice to look at. So I'm also going to be doing like different content on my channel. So right now most of my content is basically makeup related. I do a few hair videos here and there, and if I travel I always like to do like a little vlog. But I'm gonna do different videos as well. Like, I want to incorporate like more home videos, because I do want to start changing things in my home, like decorating different stuff, because we've been in this house for 3 years now and I still haven't really decorated the way that I wanted to. For some reason I would just always not either think about it or would just get put off because something else was going on. So I definitely want to, you know, redecorate my home, and I'm going to record everything to make like a little home series of different things that I'm going to do around the house, you know, like organizing and stuff like that, because I love those kind of videos and I want to start doing videos that I love to watch. So I decided, like, you know, this is what I want to start doing on my channel as well, because I think that I can do a pretty good job when it comes to like organizing, and I do a really good job when it just comes to like cleaning things. That's just stuff that I enjoy doing. So I'm going to start doing that. I also wanted to do like weekly vlogs, but that I'm still not sure of. And the reason why is because I just don't feel comfortable filming myself in public. You know, people like to stare. People will literally just stare at you whenever you whip your phone out and you start talking to your phone. I don't know why. It's about to be 2021. People still stare at you when you're freaking taking a picture in public, and it's just like, geez, why you gotta be so damn nosy? But if I can conquer my fear of, you know, recording myself holding the camera out in public, then I'm gonna try to do like a weekly vlog. But in order for me to do weekly vlogs, I would have to actually do things, and that's the thing, I don't do anything. You know, I still have a full-time job and I'm working from home, but I can't film myself working, you know, all day. That would be boring. So I just need to figure out different things that I can do so that, you know, it's vlog worthy. Some people, they don't even care to see you doing something spectacular. They just like to see everyone's everyday life, which is, I'm one of those people. Like, I'll watch people's vlogs and they'll literally be doing nothing, but I think it's entertaining. But when I think about it myself, I'm like, I'm not gonna film myself just basically doing nothing. No one's gonna watch it. But it's like, I enjoy watching videos like that, just seeing people's everyday life. Every day is not supposed to be fun and lit. That's just not how life is. You know, everyone has their everyday things. We all have to be adults out here, do things that need to be done, you know, just simple stuff. So don't hold me to that, but I am gonna see if I can try to get into like doing like a vlog, like weekly vlogs. Also, like I said, because we did get married, my husband and I decided that we are going to start a couples channel. So that's also going to be coming in 2021. And I'm actually really excited about that, because I can't believe that he's on board for this, because he's definitely not the type of person that likes to be on camera. Like, he hates being on camera. So it's shocking to me when he was like, you know, I thought you said we were going to start a couples channel. Like, when are we going to start it? I'm just like, wow, he's really serious and he really wants to do it. So we're going to do that starting 2021. Not sure what kind of videos we're going to be doing, but it's definitely, you know, we're older. We're not in our young 20s. There's not going to be a bunch of I cheated on my husband pranks. We're not doing stuff like that. I feel like that's like for the younger couple channels, the 21s, 22s. We in our 30s over here. Well, I'm 29, my husband's in his 30s. We're not doing those type of those type of videos on our couples channel. I mean, yeah, there could be like a prank or two, but none of those crazy pranks like that. And I didn't show you guys what color I was using. So I started off with this shade right here. And then I did go into a different palette, because these shades in here is not deep enough for me to have like a transition for the colors that I want to use. So I did go into my Natasha Denona palette, and I took this shade right here and I just applied that on top to really bring, you know, get some color. I think I'm gonna add some more actually. I really want this to be out there. So So yeah, couples channel is going to be coming 2021. And you know, I'm really excited about that, to show you guys my life, or our life as a couple. Because you know, he's the one person I'm with the most every single day, all day, because we both work from home. And people seem to think that we're interesting or that we're funny, but I don't see it. Maybe someone else will enjoy watching us, so we're definitely going to start doing that as well. Oh, and I did, because I just went back and looked at my notes, I did forget to mention something when I told you guys that we did get married. So like I said, we got married in our backyard. So we are still having our big wedding. A lot of people don't know this, but we are still having our big wedding in May. I did not buy that expensive wedding dress and that beautiful gown for it to sit into my closet and collect dust. So that dress will be worn. We are still having a wedding for sure. Our new wedding date is going to be in May. Everything is the same. At this point, I'm just waiting for the day, because no one should be waiting this long just to get married. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to switch over to this brown. It's called Subsurface, which is this shade right here. And I'm going to be putting this in my outer corner. Also, you know, like my wedding, like I said, I enjoyed my small wedding with immediate family, but you know, we still want to have the turn-up wedding with all of our friends and our other family members and just having a good time. That's what it's like, you know. Besides the love, you definitely want to enjoy that day as well. So I'm excited for that. Like the wedding dress that I wore in my pictures for the backyard ceremony literally came from Fashion Nova. I got it at the last minute. It was like 30 bucks. So I was like, I just need a long white dress, something simple, cute that I can wear for the backyard ceremony, because I wasn't about to spend, you know, hundreds or thousands of dollars on another wedding dress for that, because we had already put so much money into everything else. I didn't see that necessary to do that. So that dress was 30 bucks. So if anyone was thinking like, oh, was this the dress she was talking about that she bought? No, that was not that's not my original wedding dress. I still have not worn that dress. It's still in my closet. Hopefully I can wear her in a couple more months. And I'm just hoping that, you know, nothing goes wrong this time. If something does, the only way that we're not going to get married in May is if the whole world shuts back down. That's literally the only way. Other than that, this wedding has to go, because if not, we're going to be charged so many different fees. So we're not doing that. This wedding in May has to happen, unless the world is shut back down again and no one has a choice and they can't charge you those ridiculous fees for rescheduling. Also, Christmas just passed. This was a really, really good Christmas. I didn't enjoy my Thanksgiving. Like every year for Thanksgiving, I feel like it just gets worse for me because my grandmother passed away, and that's like one holiday that I really relate to her and I really associate her with, because she was always one that would be cooking. And you know, ever since she passed away, that holiday for me has just never been the same. So I really don't care for Thanksgiving, but Christmas, I had such a great Christmas. I hope that you guys had a good Christmas as well. I must have been a really good girl this year, because Santa Claus came through for me. And now I know that we're all so excited and so happy that 2020 is about to come to an end, and I can only just hope and pray that 2021 is going to be a much better year. Like, I cannot say that 2020 was the worst year ever, because you know, there's always good things. There was definitely some good things that happened, and you know, the pandemic really just ruined a lot. But in 2020, I did get married. I did get the job that I wanted. For the company that I worked for, I was a contractor before, and now I'm finally a full-time employee, which is something that I had been working for 4 years to do. So that blessing came to me in 2020. I had a job the entire time during 2020, so there was never a point where I had to struggle, or my husband. You know, we both still held our jobs, and we didn't have to take any losses when it came to the pandemic, which is also a blessing. What else happened? I got married, of course, in 2020, and yeah, so a few good things did happen. So I'm not gonna say the entire year was the worst ever, but I am ready for 2020 to be gone. I do have some goals for 2021 that I set for myself, and I feel like you should always set small. Never make these big goals that you feel like you have to achieve in 1 year, especially something that isn't realistic. So make small goals, goals that you know that you can reach within a month or maybe 2 months, and you know, go from there. Don't set yourself with these high expectations or these unrealistic goals, because then all you're gonna do is just put yourself, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Either way, if you do that, you're just deceiving yourself. You know, you don't want to deceive yourself. Other people will deceive you, but don't do that to yourself. So I will share a few of my 2021 goals. The first goal that I want to share is definitely being, like I said, I'm going to be rebranding my channel. It's going to be a different name, a different type of content. I just want to really make sure that I can, because January 1st will be like the new start of my, I would say like my new channel, even though I'm not deleting anything, I'm just changing the name. And I just want to see how much I can grow in 1 year. I'm not going to say I want to have this many subscribers by this time, or I just want to see how much my channel will grow with the rebranding, and also with me being as consistent as possible. Working from home helps out so much when it comes to getting other things done, because you're home. So I can literally work my full-time job, and I can also film a YouTube video and still be on top of everything that I'm doing at work. Because you know, when you're, depending on your position, when you're at work, you're not working a full 8 hours. Like, there's not that much work that I need to, well, for me personally, I can get all my work done the first 4 hours of me being at work, sometimes less. So it really all depends on what kind of worker you are. I'm personally the type of person that if I see work coming through my email, I'm gonna get it done right away. Like, I'm not, some people will let it sit, they'll mark it as unread or mark it as read and move on about their business and wait till the last minute or wait till the end of the week to get that kind of stuff done. Like, I personally, I cannot work like that. To me, that's just being unorganized. As soon as something comes in, I'm taking care of it right away, which is the reason why I have so much downtime with my job, because I do work as it comes in, and that's just the easiest way for me to do it. I know that it's getting done in a timely manner, and yeah. So if you're one of those people that do that, try to just do the work as it comes in. Like, no one wants to be waiting till the last minute or stressed out like, oh crap, I had all this stuff that came in and I didn't do it till the last minute, so now I'm behind. You know, don't do that to yourself. Just, you know, do the work as it comes in. Another goal that I have for myself in 2021, which is a goal that I always say that I still just have not done, is I want to post more on social media. I don't know why, but I just don't always post, and I don't, like I said, I don't know why. You know, you have some people that literally post something on social media every single day, multiple times a day, 20 times a day, and I'm just like, why? You know, like, they're gonna have stories at little dots because they filmed their whole day on Instagram. They done posted about 5 pictures of themselves. They done put about 30 statuses on Facebook. They're tweeting all day. They're on Snapchat. Like, I personally cannot do that. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just don't feel the need to post. Like, I used to be one of those people that would just post, tweet all day long, post on Facebook. Seeing my Facebook reminders makes me cringe every single time, because I'm like, yo, why did I talk so much? Like, I talked a lot of shit. But now I don't do that. Like, and I wouldn't even say I don't do it because I'm a private person, because obviously I'm not a private person. I have a YouTube channel. Like, you know, I tell things that's going on in my life. It may not be nothing crazy, but I have shared some personal things about my life, especially when I went through depression. So I wouldn't say that I'm private. I think for me is I don't ever want to feel like, okay, let's say this for instance. Say if it's like a birthday or Christmas, Valentine's Day, stuff like that. I never post what my husband gave me. Like, I don't go on Facebook or Instagram and just post all the gifts that I got. It just makes me feel weird, even though it's not that I'm bragging about it. I just feel weird. Like, I don't want people to ever be like, oh, she's posting this because of whatever. But I see people do it all the time, and I never think that they're being braggy. Like, I just gotta put in my head, hey, there's nothing wrong with posting the things that you have or something that someone gave you, and vice versa. I'm just weird. I don't know. I just don't ever want people to think that I think that I'm better than, or that I'm being braggy. That's just my main thing. Even though there are people that are braggy, they know they're braggy, but to them, you know how people would say stuff like, I'm trying to think what color I want to put in my eye. I think I want to use this dark shade right here, Tulum. I think I want to put this on my eye, but I'm still deciding. Actually, I want to really deepen up this crease right here, so I'm going to use another color. I'm going to use this dark blue right here. I'm assuming this is like a darker blue. Spirit. Is it Spirit? Yes, Spirit. I'm going to put this on top of that brown shade. And I might also dip into this as well before I put Tulum on. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. But people that are braggy, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. There's people that will literally post things to brag, but in the post to brag, you're putting someone else down. That, I hate that. Like, I honestly hate people that do that. I don't see the point of it. Like, of course, you can always post things like your accomplishments, but if you have to make a post about your accomplishment, and in that same post, you have to put someone else down, at that point, now you're being braggy. You know, there's, this eyeshadow is like kind of patchy. That's what I mean, but I know I personally would never do that. Let me give you a good example. An example could be, okay, I just graduated from college. I just got my bachelor's degree. I'm so proud of all my accomplishments. I'm so proud that I was able to be the first person in my family to graduate. Unlike some of you mother who sit at home and y'all still worried about what the next person doing, or you still sitting in your mom's basement. Now you're putting someone else down. Okay, you just let the post be about you and your graduation. There was no point of you talking about you and your graduation, how you were so proud of it, and then now you're bringing down someone else. That is stuff that I do not like. And that to me is braggy. You're being an asshole, and it's just like, what was the point, you know? If you wanted to make a post about that, that should just been a separate post. There was no need for you to put someone else down in your graduation post. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure you have people on your page that does the same thing. And I have people that do that. It's so annoying, and it's so cringy to me also. It's very cringy. Like, what did that do for you? So now I don't want to like your post because, yeah, I'm happy that you graduated, but why did you have to do all the extra behind it, you know? That was just an example, but, you know, you can apply that to a lot of different things that people like to do. So, but I'm going to try to start posting more, definitely. Like, I definitely want to start posting more, whether it just be things that I enjoy or just anything. That's going to be my goal as well for 2021. So I'm just going to tell you guys those couple of goals that I have. And also in 2021, I hope that we can stop glorifying like struggling. I don't understand what everyone's obsession is with struggling. To me, I just think that that's stupid. Like, there's literally people out there who would rather struggle than ask for help for whatever reason. Like, do you think that asking for help is gonna make you weak? Do you feel like if you don't ask for help, then you're gonna be better because you didn't ask for help? Like, what exactly do you accomplish by struggling? And then when you do make it, it's like, I had 2 kids and enough money to my name, and I didn't ask no one for help, and look at me now. Why would you put your kids and yourself through that if you have someone that can help you? That doesn't make any sense to me. Glorifying struggling, I don't get that. If I need help with something, I'm gonna ask. I'm not gonna sit here and struggle and be stressed out by myself just to say later that I didn't ask for help. Because that's just dumb. Like, why would I struggle if I have family around me that can help me do whatever it is, or friends that can help me do whatever it is I need help with? You know, I'll see things like on Facebook like, I was 22 when I got my own car. Bet you can't steal this. And I'm just like, no, I can't. because I got my first car at 16. At 16 years old, you think that I was working a job where I could afford to buy myself a car? It's stuff like that. It's like, okay, I did this for myself, so let's put down the people that didn't. You know? Like, what? It had nothing to do with me being able, like, it's not my fault that I was blessed with a car when I was 16. And it's not your fault that you weren't, and vice versa. So, again, that's you trying to say your accomplishment, and you're trying to put someone else down in the same sentence. Actually, I think the post is like, I bought my first car at 22 and no, my mom and dad didn't help, or something like that. And it's like, how about you? Just say that you got your first car at this age, you're proud of your accomplishments. There was no need to put down other people that didn't. That's the kind of stuff that I be talking about. Especially when it's like a car, like at 16 years old, you can drive in Virginia. You can have your driver's license, you can drive. And that was one thing that I always wanted. I was like, when my senior year in high school comes, I do not want to take the school bus. I want to drive my own car. My grandpa had a car for me. He was like, you know, if you get your license, the car is yours. I did everything I needed to do. I was way ahead of the game, okay? Way ahead of the game. And I was always responsible, so I was very appreciative of what I was given. And I took care of my stuff. I got my car when I was 16 years old, and I took care of that car. The only reason why I don't have it today is because it got totaled because a lady hit me. And I remember I was so upset about it, because I loved that car. It was a 1997 Toyota Camry, and it was green. Her name was Killer Cam. That was my girl, okay? She got me and my friends everywhere we wanted to go. Everywhere we wanted to go. I loved that car. And I took really good care of her. So I was appreciative of the things that I got, and I took care of all my things. I've just always been that way of taking care of my stuff, because if you don't take care of it, then who else is going to take care of it? Something that you have to drive, you know? Or something that's yours. Just take care of your shit. I wish people would understand that. I don't know what's going on with this makeup look, guys, but I hope that I like the end result, because it's taken me a long time just doing the eyes, and I don't know if it's because I'm talking or what. I'm going to go back into that burnt orange shade from my Natasha Denona palette. Okay, now I'm going to go into that glittery shade Tulum, which is this deep, dark, turquoise looking color. And I'm going to put this all over my lid. Actually, no, this is not a turquoise. I don't know what color that is. It's like a dark blue black. Yeah, that's how we'll describe this. It's like a dark blue black. I wonder if I should wet my brush. I think I'm gonna wet my brush to put this shadow on. This is super pretty. Wow. This is nice. I like this. I'm thinking that I want to do a color in my inner corner. I don't know if I want to do like a gold, or if I want to just put this blue all the way in. I kind of want to put it all the way in. Yeah, we want to do that. This is so pretty. I love this color. I'm just really excited for the changes that I'm about to start in my life. And if anything that we all should have learned from 2020, it's life is too short. You know, life is way too short. You gotta really start doing things that are gonna benefit you and things that are gonna make you happy. We hear that saying all the time, but when we have to live in times like times that we just had to live in, or that we're still living in with this freaking pandemic, it really just puts it into perspective that life is really short, and you never know what's gonna happen. You know, nothing is really guaranteed. Like the jobs that a lot of people had, or your restaurant business that was doing a good job, all those things are not guaranteed, because if the world were to stop today, like with the pandemic, you know, do you have something else to follow on? And, you know, just make sure that you do things that you want to do in your life and give it 110%. there's no way that you can fail if you give it 110%. Anything that you give your all to is guaranteed to succeed because you're putting your all into it. I'm going back in that dark blue shade Spirit. I have a little fallout on my face. I'm gonna just wipe that up with my makeup wipe. For primer, I'm gonna be taking my Benefit the Professional Primer. I also want to talk about something else. Oh gosh, what the hell? I just got this blue shadow all over my face. And this is such a random topic, but it's something that I've always wondered, and I really just feel like it should always continue to be talked about. And that is when it comes to like relationships, whether it's a, you know, an intimate relationship or a friendship, anything that involves 2 or more people having to communicate and, you know, bring something to the table. When I say bring something to the table, it could be anything. It doesn't have to necessarily be like, you know, materialistic things or money or, you know, stuff like that. So why is it that women, and I'm gonna say women because it's mainly women, when it comes like women, when we have friendships, like we're all about our girls. You know, you want to do girls' night, and it's fun hanging out with your girls, having girl talk, you know, things that girls just like to do. But I don't understand is why women are so quick to throw away friendships with their girlfriends. But when it comes to like an intimate relationship where it's a boyfriend, or if you're a girl with a girlfriend, whichever, you allow them to continue to do things that you don't like, and, you know, just things that you wouldn't really put up with your friendship. You allow that to keep happening to you in your intimate relationships. You and your homegirl can get into an argument or a disagreement, and now you guys are never speaking again. But you and this guy who's constantly, whether he's cheating on you, whether he's lying, he doesn't communicate, just anything, that person will get chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. And I just want to know, why is that? Like, why do we do that? Why do we quickly throw away friendships? Friendship isn't something that you should just quickly throw away. With any relationship, you're going to go through problems, you talk it out, and you move forward as an adult. Like, what is it that we possibly can do as women that you feel like a friend that you've had for 4 or 5 years, like, that you think is good enough to just throw the whole friendship away? That I don't understand. And the whole thing of, well, I don't care if I lose friends, like, losing a friendship that's pretty hard. You know, it's like a breakup. It's just a breakup with a friend. And I wish that we stopped doing that. It doesn't make any sense that we keep allowing men or our spouse to just do and say whatever, but when it comes to our girlfriends, we're so quick to throw away, or a friendship, we're just quick to throw away that friendship. By the way, I'm using the Juvia's Place foundation. This is the I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation, and I'm in the shade Gabon 300. It's a little bit dark for me, but it's okay. But I just want to say that as women, we just need to do better with that, honestly. I personally have never done it, but I've just seen it done so many times. Like, with a friendship, I'll try to talk it out, but if you're not going to communicate back with me, then at that point, I feel like I tried, the ball was in your court, and I'm going to stop. But it's like, you know, should I keep going? Because then the whole pride thing comes in the way. Oh, I don't need her, or, you know, I'm not going to keep reaching out to her, or whatever the case may be. But if it was like that with an intimate relationship, you're going to keep reaching out to that person, right? So why can't we do that in our friendships? That's what I want to know. It's so easy to be like, oh, I don't fuck with her no more. Kick your girlfriend to the side for something that's so stupid, so small, something that could have easily been talked out and you guys could have moved on. For my concealer, I'm also going to be taking my Juvia's Place concealer, and I'm using shade 10. This concealer, you definitely want to let it dry down some. It's a little bit watery, just a little bit. So you definitely want to let this sit for a bit before you blend it out. We're also at that age to where we're too grown that if we can't have the disagreement as a friend, because at the end of the day, we're all not going to always agree with each other. It would never happen. So as an adult, if you have friends and you guys have disagreements, is that something that you feel like you should just throw your whole friendship over a disagreement? At the end of the day, we can always come to the mutual respect that we can agree to disagree, but as an adult, you should never throw away a friendship over a disagreement. You know, if that's their opinion, you have your opinion. Our opinions are not always going to be the same. That's just what it is. That's life. We can say, okay, you know what? I don't get what you're saying. I don't see your point. You don't get what I'm saying. You don't see my point. We're going to agree to disagree, and we're going to move forward. There's no need to get upset and, you know, throw friendships away for silly stuff like that. Like, life is too short. And friendships, like when you have a good friend, you want to keep your good friends. Good friends are hard to come by. That's just not something that you just want to keep throwing away for every little small thing. It makes no sense. And I feel like men, I don't know, I'm not a man, so I can't really say this, but I feel like that doesn't really happen with men. You know, men will fight it out and they're cool within a couple hours or the next day. Women, it'll get dragged out. It'll be years. Sometimes you never talk to the person again. And then you start thinking like, what were we fighting about? Was it that serious? You know? That's stupid to me. But whatever. If you guys see anything white in my hair, it's probably just gel or conditioner. Just a FYI. Oh my god, my camera is dying. And I'm not done with this makeup look. I have been filming for a long time, guys. Let me go ahead and blend out this concealer. But I know I'm going to have to pause this video and come back once my camera gets some juice because she's about to die. So hopefully I catch it before it happens. And back to the subject of friendships. Like, you know, obviously don't let people just walk all over you. You know, after a while, there are some things that are worth throwing away a friendship for. It depends on, like, you know, how serious it is, but most of the time it's never nothing serious. And I feel like we should just start, you know, being better friends for each other. If we have a disagreement, let's work through it, just like with any other relationship. I literally have friends that, you know, they just stop, you don't even know why, and you're reaching out to them and it's like, so now we can't communicate with each other? That's stupid to me. Or friends that have moved away and I reach out to them constantly. I'm always the one reaching out. They never ever reach out to me. Then of course at that point I'm gonna feel like you don't care about our friendship anymore. I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna keep reaching out to you to see how you're doing. You know, phone works both ways. And with that friend, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna start reaching out to her. Let's see if she ever reaches out to me. And she never did. And that was like my best friend. And I still don't understand how that relationship just went down the drain like that. Because we never had any issue. And I'm just like, I have so many memories with this person and they're just gone, you know? It's crazy. I'm gonna be mixing in my, what is this? I can't think of the name of this brand. Black Radiance Loose Setting Powder. This is in the shade, it doesn't say. I'm gonna assume this is in the shade Banana. So I'm gonna mix this in with my Juvia's Place powder. And the Juvia's Place powder that I'm using is in Kalahari. Yeah, Kalahari. This one's like too yellow for me, so I have to mix it in with this one just to get a good match. Okay, I'm also gonna go ahead and contour. And to contour, I'm also gonna be taking my Juvia's Place concealer, and this is in the shade number 4. I'm going to blend this out with my beauty blender. I really need to get another battery for my camera because, especially if I want to vlog, this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna be working out for me. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set underneath my eyes with this powder and mix it together. I'm gonna set my contour with my Pure Sculptor palette. I'm gonna go ahead and do my blush. So for blush, I'm gonna be taking my favorite palette, which is the Ace Beauty palette. And I'm gonna be taking the deepest shade in here, which is the shade right here. And of course, because we have such dark eyes on the top, we have to do a smoky bottom eye. I'm just hoping that my camera makes it through this. I got these little, what are these? These are glitter gel eye pens. I got them in one of my Boxy Charms. And I think that they have a shade in here that'll go perfect with this look. Okay, and of course the one that I wanted just rolled away. So this one, which color is this one? This one is a black one, this one is blue, and I'm pretty sure the one that just rolled away from me is green. Yes, so the one that I want to use is, I'm going to use the black one, not the black one, the blue one. So I'm going to line my lower lash line with this. Let me just swatch for you guys so you guys can see how it looks. This is how the blue one looks. So I'm going to put this like down as a base, but I'm also going to be adding more, I'm going to add eyeshadow on top from the palette that we were using. This is just going to be like my base. But this is a really, really fat tip, as you guys can see. So it's gonna be a little bit hard to make it neat and stay under there. So let me go ahead and try to do this. Okay, this is not bad. Okay, so now that we have this blue liner on, let's go ahead and put the color that I have on my lid, which is Tulum. I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. I'm just gonna press it in. Okay, I'm looking really crazy right now, but I need to clean this up. I have a feeling that if I try to blend this out, I hope it doesn't make a mess. So let me find a small blending brush. I'm going to try to blend out this shadow so it's not looking like this. And I'm going to go into the shade Spirit, which was that blue shade, on my brush. I don't know how I'm feeling about this, y'all. I think it was that damn glitter thing. It was too thick. And it made my eyeshadow come down way too, not the eyeshadow. It made the liner come down too far because it was so thick. Then now I'm just looking weird. Yeah. I'm gonna be so mad if I film this whole video and I don't like it. About this. Alright, I'm gonna put my lashes on and then pop on the lip, and then I'll be back to see if I like this or not. Okay guys, my lashes is on. I also took a small brush. I used a small Morphe brush right here to just like buff out this bottom eyeliner, and it made me like it a lot more now that I can see that it's like smoked out. It was just looking all unblended, which is the reason why I didn't like it. I think this wine is getting to me. I just brought the whole bottle up here, okay? Because we're gonna go for another. finish it off. All I know is that this wine got me feeling so good. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about, where the wine go. I'm feeling good right now. Okay, so my lashes are on, so let's go ahead and do the lips. First, I'm going to start off, I'm going to line my lips with the Makeup Shayla and ColourPop lip liner. And I'm taking BFF4 to line my lips. And for my lips, I'm going to be taking, I'm going to do this red lip. This is by the company, or the brand is called, it says Qveen. It can't be Queen because it says Qveen. Queen, I don't know. But it is in the shade Monroe. This is the color right here. And I'm just going to put this all over my lips. I'm just blotting that color in with this brown. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but if my tongue was blue throughout this video, I was eating Sour Patch or Sour Punch straws, so I do apologize about that. But my lip is on, so my next step is to set my face. I'm going to be setting my face with the iconic London Prep Set and Glow. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you give it a huge thumbs up. Also comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.